Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to She Reads Tarot. And this is your love reading for Scorpio. All right, this is for Scorpio, you guys. Sorry, I had Virgo's banner up there. All right, but this is for my beautiful Scorpios. Everybody who is new to the channel, welcome. This is where you can find all 12 sign placement readings every single month. You will get an in-depth reading for your sign. I do switch it up every month. The readings are always different. It's never the same spread. I try to do different topics as well and switch it up. And so, yeah. And if I get done with the monthly sign placements before, the end of the month, I usually will try to do other collective readings as well for you guys. So here we are. To no further ado, let's get started with Scorpio. I have been out recently, you guys. I did have hand surgery, so I am back. I'm doing a modified form of shuffling, which I'm actually tending to like better than the previous shuffle format that I was doing. So I am going to be switching things up, okay? I am going to be switching things up. It's just better for my hands, and this way I don't have all that strain and pressure on my hand muscles. And I use my hands quite a bit. For everything. So this has been a very humbling healing process that I am going through right now, y'all. So pray for me. And also, congratulations. I am so excited for myself. I am moving into my studio. And you guys, this has really been a cycle of healing that I've needed to take on for the past 20 plus years. Okay. Ever since I pretty much ran out of a very troubled and chaotic marriage that I was in at the time. It just wasn't a healthy situation. Okay. At all. And I went right into another relationship, which ended up being very trying. Okay. Very trying, I have to say. And this is for the best for the both of us. We've been together for 20 years, but it's time for me to heal. That person needs to do some healing and soul searching and things as well. So I thought that it was the best for me to focus on myself right now. Okay. I'm not married. I'm very much single. So it wasn't like it was a difficult separation, but it was difficult because you're talking 20 years of being with someone. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of emotions, a lot of memories, and all of that. So it's been a process, you guys. So that's why it's kind of taken me a while. But I've had a lot of other things that have come up in the meantime that kind of slowed the process, which is good because I didn't realize how much I really was having a difficult time emotionally separating. So that part is, I can say we're past that. Okay. And we're looking towards the future. So whatever that means, if we can come back together once we are gone through our healing process, if that's something we still both want, great. You know what I mean? But also just kind of taking into account that it may not, but we are going to be grateful for the time that we have had. Okay. So it's not on a totally bad note. Okay. But it's not easy either. Okay, so enough about me. Please make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I am trying to grow. We do want to reach 100 subscribers so that we can start doing our lives and our giveaways. Make sure that you hashtag win in the comment section or put a yellow heart in the comment section. That will enter you in the drawing so that once we do reach 100, we will be doing those giveaways, y'all, and your name will already be entered. Okay, so the more chances to win, the better. So every time you see me upload a video, put a yellow heart in the chat or in the comment section. Okay, that will help us grow, and that will also enter you guys into the drawing. So it's twofold. Okay. It is for both of us to win here. Okay, make sure you are subscribed as well. Make sure your notifications are turned on all. Let's start with your reading for Scorpio. What is coming in for you over the next 3 to 4 weeks? What is coming in for Scorpio in love over the next 3 to 4 weeks? What is coming in for Scorpio over the next 3 to 4 weeks? What energy is coming for Scorpio over the next 3 to 4 weeks? Okay, let's give it one more go. See what else we get. What is coming towards Scorpio in the next 3 to 4 weeks? What is coming towards Scorpio in the next 3 to 4 weeks? Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here for you. I do take reversals, by the way. We have gather in the reverse here. Under the deck, we have blessings. Okay. So expect some blessings to come towards you. Things are going to be turning around for the better here. Okay. So we have gather and well-being in the reverse. So this is an energy of something not going your way here. This is all about someone who is not, they're unable to heal, or they're not getting the rest that they need. With gather in the reverse, this is an energy of someone who's not attending a function or not able to make some sort of scheduled event, maybe because they're not feeling well. Okay, we have soul tie here in the reverse. Ascension in the reverse here. A lesson or a blessing. Okay, and then we have stability coming through. Okay, we have social and we have smexy. So feeling good, basically, and hanging out with friends, basically being with a group of people or going somewhere. So someone invited you somewhere. I feel like there's an energy of you just not feeling your usual self, or something coming up where you're not feeling like attending this party or this get together. We have surgery here. Some of you may have recently had surgery. Okay, I resonate with that. But we have reconcile in the reverse. This is all about overcoming a situation. All right, and it's in the reverse. So somebody is not recovering the way they thought they would, or as quick as they would after some sort of a surgery or a medical procedure. Okay, so I don't know what that means for you, Scorpio, but there is something coming up, or maybe something that you agreed to do in the recent past, but you know, something has happened where you're not yourself here. Okay. I feel like you need to have some time, some downtime. This is what this is: ascension, soul tie in the reverse, instability. There's some downtime that is required. You need to have a time out. Okay. There's some sort of connection or something that you're connected to, connected with, or responsible for doing, and they are going to have to take a back seat while you're getting better. Blessings and endings. Look, blessings and endings. So there's something, I feel like there's an energy of something that you are responsible for. And there's something unexpected that has come up, and you are having to take a back seat to the situation. And this could even be in a relationship. You know what I mean? There may be a situation where in your relationship something may have come up, and whatever responsibilities that you had agreed to previously, you're not going to be able to follow through with that. I feel like when everything was when you were feeling well, there was no problem. This was no problem. You didn't mind. You know what I'm saying? This talks about outgoing, spontaneous, and adventure, and then feeling attractive or feeling good is what I'm getting here. All eyes being on you. Like you didn't mind being available or there for others, or you know what I'm saying, or doing for other people. But now with surgery and reconciling the reverse, you're not healing the way that you thought you would, or there's an energy of this is going to require some true downtime on your part before you can get back to yourself again. So let's see here. Tell us more about Scorpio. What is Scorpio going through? Tell us more about Scorpio. And then we'll look at past, current, and recent energy with the tarot. Okay, so we have palm tree in the reverse. So this is giving me an indication of no flexibility or you being unable to kind of move around the way you used to. Okay, palm tree in the reverse. In the upright, this is all about stability. Okay, see, we have stability here, but soul tie is in the reverse. There's some sort of connection or someone who is counting on that stability, but we're out of commission right now. There's an energy of not able to be flexible about this. See, we have camera, we have heart with the key, and we have the snake here. Okay, so learning from the past, okay, is what I'm getting, not being as flexible. Okay, so obviously you may have outdone or overdone things, which is why you're in the situation. So now you're in a place where you can't be flexible. You there's no room to, go back and forth and do what you did in the past. You're going to have to tell people no. Heart with the key, and then the snake. So it's like welcoming. See, this talks about welcoming, getting together, opening your heart, right? Being the one, right? The one that people can count on to make it happen. You are no longer in a position where you're able to do that. With the snake here, this is an energy of people being overly possessive and kind of clinging on to you, being obsessed, or an energy of just bound to you, and you need to cut that tie. Okay, you need to cut that tie because it's excessive. Okay, it's excessive. We have cassette under the deck. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. I feel like these people are used to you doing a certain thing, but with healthy choices here, Scorpio, with healthy choices here, you're making healthier choices and loving on yourself. This talks about self care and being happy. Self care and being happier. Sorry about that. Being happier. So you reminding or letting people know that, what I'm saying, that it's not the good old days. Things have changed. You are now having to focus on your health and your needs first so that you can be available, period, let alone, catering to whatever previous obligations they were holding you to. Something is definitely changing. Let's look at the past, current, and future energy and see what we have going on here. Oh, sorry, guys. These cards are just all over the place today. So it's interesting. The first two cards that flew out here, and I will go ahead and take them. All right, is we have the Two of Cups and we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, this is all about some sort of a commitment. This could definitely be a relationship. And with the Ten of Pentacles, this talks about financial stability. And we have that stability card coming in here with soul tie in the reverse. I feel like either because there may be a situation where you're unable to provide, You know what I'm saying? For the stability. Maybe you just had surgery and you're unable to work right now, right? With reconcile in the reverse, like you're unable to, to pay bills the way you used to. You don't have the money coming in. It's not reconciling with your current situation or status. Do you see what I mean? It says blessings and endings. Okay. So again, something that somebody was counting on is coming to an end, just like with gather in the reverse and social. See, someone accepted an invitation probably in the past. They're unable to do that now. Or there's an energy of this person is unable to, you know, host a get together like they used to. They just don't have the funds to support that. You see what I mean? And this could be in a relationship. You may have a situation where your partner is unable to do what they did previously because they're having to make decisions for their health. They're having to do what's best for them in this time. So, what do we have in the current energy here? Let's just see. Let's pull two out. So we have that Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands. Okay. So this is an energy of negotiations and planning. Okay. Making negotiations and planning. The Knight of Cups goes back and forth. They're kind of in the middle. They're kind of playing that middle line. So basically, not one or the other. The Two of Wands also represents an indication of someone who is not fully decided on a situation or someone who can't really make decisions at this time. They're in a negotiation phase. So basically, they're kind of like they're really at the mercy of someone else. They're at an energy where they're unable to really plan, okay, or they're unable to really make any moves right now. They can make plans, but they can't really make a whole lot of moves, okay. And for the future, we have the Five of Wands and we have the Four of Cups. So basically, this is going to create a bit of a conflict, okay, or there's going to be some tension, all right, because with that Four of Cups, this is an energy of not, this is like someone who is like all of a sudden not really committed to the situation. This is an energy of someone who is not really emotionally interested or even there. You know what I mean? It's like they're kind of like at this point their hands are tied. There's nothing they can really do or nothing they really are interested in doing. I feel like it's just an energy of feeling a lack of interest in being involved, right? Time and energy. So it's almost like I can't emotionally contribute any time or energy to any of whatever is going on with this Five of Wands situation. Apparently, there's some stress, there's some things that are, these people are dealing with. But this person is not even able to even offer any energy towards it. Do you see what I mean? It's like someone who's being very upset because this person is very disconnected and doesn't seem like they're emotionally invested. And they're really not. And it's not because I don't feel like they don't want to be, but it's because they really can't. It's not a healthy decision for them to get invested in this situation at this time. It's too stressful. See, Seven of Wands under the deck. This is all about defending oneself, standing your ground, or someone standing up for something that, they feel to be the right thing. They're fighting for a cause. And behind the Seven of Wands, you have the Five of Swords. So there is definitely going to be, I feel like, some arguments, some conflict, all right, that is going to be experienced between you and this other person. But you're standing your ground here. This is something obviously that is what's best for you. You can't worry about others. We have the hermit here behind the scenes. Okay, so the energy driving all of this forward is the fact that the hermit is one that really just kind of will go away or hide from everyone, okay, to try to figure out what's best for them, where they even need to be right now. Okay, like bump everybody else right now. Where do I need to be? What is it that I need to be doing? What does Scorpio need to be focusing on right now? Okay, and look, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is all again about protecting yourself, protecting what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Getting to a place where you feel secure, where you feel stable. And then at that point, then we can, we can maybe make decisions. But at this point, I feel like it was just an energy of you're overwhelmed. Okay. You're overwhelmed because people are putting too much, they're putting too much of their needs, okay, on your shoulders. You're carrying too much responsibility for what others' needs are. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. So what is the challenge? What is the challenge? Let's look at the Lover's Oracle. Okay, it says, I am the man in the reverse. Yeah. So the challenge is that, you're used to being there. You're used to being available, and now you're at the point where you're not that person anymore. And we have, what is the truth? What is the truth even? What is the truth? So I feel like in a way it's almost like a rhetorical question, but I feel like you're like realizing that you're not the person, you're not the man, you're not the person that is responsible for these people. What is the real truth here? The real truth, I feel, is that people were putting too much expectations on you from the jump. That's what I'm getting. Because if your healing and self preservation in this time is a cause for others to get all beside themselves with that Five of Swords and Five of Wands, if you pulling back with that Four of Cups to take care of your own health with the Seven of Wands, you pulling back is causing this much confusion. What is the real issue here? Is the real issue that I'm doing too much? It says, will you leave me like the others? So here it is. I feel right now, Scorpio, that this is really starting to pull on your mental and emotional strings, and I feel like your spidey senses are starting to ask other questions. Like, if these people are being this overbearing about your schedule when you're not even supposed to have a schedule, you're supposed to be healing, taking care of you, doing you, whatever that means. The fact that these people are so upset and up in arms about it begs the bigger question here, right? Which, will you leave me like the others? Okay, so I feel like there's been an energy of you really giving too much of yourself. I feel like this is a pattern. Okay, I feel like there's an energy of you have given way too much of yourself to the point where, when you don't have anything left to give, then these people end up leaving. There's the energy of these people get frustrated. They get angry here with the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords. It's like, mind games, bullying, intimidation. It's like, if you don't do it, then I'm not going to stick around, or it's a problem. Then it's like, do you even care about me? What is the real truth here? Do you even really care about me? Under the deck, why do I feel this way? That is what I'm saying. I feel like, Scorpio, you are starting to ask bigger, more important questions. Okay, listen, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling guilty about healing? You know what I'm saying? Why am I feeling guilty because I'm not the man right now? Because I'm down. You know what I mean? Why do I feel like you're going to leave me? What is the real truth here? What is the real truth? Is the real truth that I can only count on you when I'm doing well? Okay. We have judgment. There it is. There it is. Self evaluation. This is the biggest thing that is going on right now. You are starting to realize that, you know what, when it's not popping, then the people are not there. That, it's not real love. See, we have the Three of Swords, and this is really starting to open your eyes to exactly how alone you actually are. So when you go into that Four of Cups energy, it's really a reflex. It's really an emotional reflex of how your intuition, you're emotionally intuitive, right? And I feel like your emotional intuition is telling you that these people are only with you because you can provide for them. The moment that you're not able to provide for them, they're beside themselves. And you're even supposed to be healing. Like, you may have just had surgery, some of you. Okay, I'm getting that very strongly with that surgery card and reconciling the reverse. Like, you have not even finished healing from your surgery, Scorpio. And these people are coming in like vultures, right? They are coming in like vultures, and they're upset because you're making healthier choices. Okay? They're actually upset about this. You actually have to defend yourself. God forbid, but that is the case here. Look, we have the Three of Pentacles here. Okay? Is the other card. This is the card of let's work together. Let's kumbaya. Let's work as a team. I can count on you, to work with me and cooperate, but it's like the minute that you don't cooperate, the minute that you can't cooperate, these people are gone. They're nowhere to be found. And you are starting to open your eyes to this, is what it is, Scorpio. You're starting to realize that these people are fair weather friends. Get it? The Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles and the Judgment card. You are realizing that these people are fair weather friends. Okay? They're only there when things are going well. But as soon as things are going left for you, they're nowhere around. Under the deck, look, you have the Three of Cups. And the Lovers. Look at this. Friends, and this is a commitment or a bond or connection. And then we have the Strength card. Okay, so this is all about standing up for those that you know what I'm saying, being there for those that you are committed to. And ultimately, Scorpio, this is what you thought that you had. But with the Judgment card and the Three of Swords, again, there's just a realization that it's not, and it's heartbreaking, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so what is the advice? Okay, and we're going to pull from a few different decks. We're going to pull from a few different decks. Okay, what is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice for Scorpio? Okay. Moving up, alchemy and fast changes here. Under the deck, we have transformation, we have love affair, we have surprise, and we have gift. Okay, so interesting. So I feel like this is all about, I feel like this is going to either take you by surprise, or again, it's going to catch you off guard here. It's going to catch you off guard here. This is going to be very transforming. Love affair and fast changes. Okay, again, there's going to be a huge shift in the connection with this person. There's someone that you're very close to, right? But things are going to go through some very fast changes. We have moving up here and alchemy. Manifesting, this is someone going to the next level and transforming a situation. Fast changes and surprise. So, you know what? I feel, to me, this is advice because I feel like there are things you are about to move up here. And I feel like Spirit is wanting to show you who really has your back. Spirit is wanting you to see who is really there for you. It says, don't be afraid of the unknown and don't lose your mind, right? I feel like there's an energy of really paying attention to who is who, right? Because there's something that is going to be changing soon. You're going to have fast changes when it comes to this connection with this person. And Spirit is saying that this ending, that's why you have blessings and endings. Because Spirit is saying, and you have new love here, y'all, with mental right underneath it. I didn't even really go there, so I didn't tie that into the scenario. But this ending is actually going to be a blessing in disguise. The reason why is because there's something new coming. And with mental here, I just feel like you need to know who's who. There's an energy of needing to know who's who. We have affirm after that. So again, knowing who is there for you, knowing who has your back, knowing who was positive, knowing who spoke life into you in these situations, rather than, giving you chaos, right? So that is going to be the blessing here. This ending is the blessing. This fast change that you're going to experience with this person or people is actually going to end up being a blessing in disguise because they're going to show you who they are. Okay. Let's see. More advice for Scorpio. More advice for Scorpio. Oh. We have journey here. It was mixed in with these cards, so I am going to take it, you guys. Journey number 2. You are about to go through a journey or some changes with the person that you are with here. There is a relationship. There is someone that you are, committed to, or there are people you're committed to. There are going to be some fast changes. The end of a tough cycle is approaching. And it says a fiery climax is approaching. See, this is not going to be the prettiest of endings. It's not going to make you feel happy, but it's going to be eye opening and it's going to remove unnecessary problems before they become a problem. I feel like you have some blessings or there's something that is coming towards you. And you're not going to want to have people around that are just there for you when things are going well, because they'll take your blessing and then they'll run. You know what I mean? And then the last, we have the answers you need are coming. Look at this, Scorpio. I'm telling you right now, full moon in Gemini. All right. So yeah, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, an Aries, or a Gemini. But Scorpio, there's something fiery. There's going to be a fiery ending, but the answers that you need, this is what's most important. Please keep a bigger picture or keep your eyes open or your mind open for the bigger picture. It may be an upset, but it's going to be a victory for you in the end because you are going to have all the answers that you need to see what you need to see before you move forward. That's the bigger thing, right? It's all about self sustenance, right? It's all about self sustenance, having faith in your dreams underneath the deck, and balance spirituality and practicality. Yeah, this is all about balancing out. And I feel like the universe is balancing out negative and positive energies in your path right now. Look, look, look. What do you need to release? I am telling you right now, the universe is helping you to release people that are not good for you, people that are not going to be beneficial for your journey, your walk, and people that do not need to benefit from any of the blessings that are coming your way, because obviously, Spirit is saying it's not for them. All right. It is not for them. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I hope it resonates with your energy, Scorpios. I love you so much. Please continue to watch throughout the month. We will come back with collective readings for singles. We will do career, money, and finance readings for the collective on She Reads Tarot. You guys check out my other two channels, Tarot Talk Live, where I do a huge deep dive into the Nancy Guthrie case and other true crime tarot. And also, we got another one going on right now, Real or Staged. That series is off the chain, you guys. I'm about 5 videos in. Please go and check it out. Make sure you're subscribed to all of my channels on YouTube. The links are below. And also check out my son and his best friend's podcast over on Spotify, Profound Bullish. I can't really say the whole word, but it is a really awesome podcast on Spotify. Go check it out. The link is in the description box below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye. I will be back with Sagittarius coming up next. Bye.